What if I told you there's a hidden world where ordinary people can unlock extraordinary wealth, using a strategy most investors have never even heard of? Imagine turning overlooked tax bills into life-changing profits, all from your laptop, no matter where you live. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the secrets that banks, insiders, and even real estate pros don't want you to know. Are you ready to see how the nation's best-kept investment opportunity could change your financial future forever? Let's dive in. Across America, thousands of properties, homes, land, even commercial buildings are auctioned off every year, not because of foreclosure or bankruptcy, but because of unpaid property taxes. These auctions take place in bustling courthouses, online platforms, and even small rural town halls, offering unique opportunities for those who know where to look. Imagine a family in Ohio who, after years of renting, purchased their first home at a tax sale auction for a fraction of its market value. Or a retiree in Arizona who secured a steady stream of passive income by investing in tax lien certificates, earning double-digit returns year after year. These are not isolated stories, they are happening every day in every state. The key is understanding the process, the rules, and the risks, so you can participate with confidence and avoid costly mistakes. In the next hour, we are embarking on an unprecedented journey together. This isn't just a lecture. It's a guided expedition into a world of investment that has, for too long, been shrouded in mystery, complexity, and misinformation. Our primary goal is to pull back that curtain for good. We're here to demystify one of the most powerful and consistently misunderstood wealth-building strategies in real estate. We will shatter the myths that it's too complicated, too risky, or only for the ultra-wealthy. The truth is, with the right knowledge and a clear roadmap, which we are about to provide, this is one of the most accessible and potentially lucrative investment vehicles available to the average person seeking extraordinary returns. Let's break it down. Tax sale investing comes in two main forms: tax liens and tax deeds. In a tax lien sale, you're essentially stepping into the shoes of the local government, paying off someone's overdue property taxes in exchange for a legal claim and a guaranteed interest rate. In a tax deed sale, you're bidding for ownership of the property itself, sometimes acquiring real estate for pennies on the dollar. Picture a bustling county courthouse where investors gather to bid on properties ranging from vacant lots to family homes. Or visualize an online auction platform where you can participate from anywhere in the world, reviewing property details, legal documents, and auction rules with just a few clicks. And let me be clear, this isn't just another superficial online video. This is the culmination of thousands of hours of meticulous research, deciphering dense legal statutes, making countless calls to county clerks and tax assessors, and building a proprietary database of rules and regulations that you simply won't find anywhere else. It's the product of years of direct, hands-on experience, attending auctions both in person and online, winning and losing, and learning invaluable, often costly lessons from every single transaction. We've been in the trenches, navigating the complexities so you don't have to learn the hard way. Throughout this masterclass, you'll see real-world examples, like a vacant lot in Texas that sold for just the back taxes, or a commercial building in New Jersey that generated thousands in interest for its lien holder. We'll show you how to analyze these deals, spot red flags, and make informed decisions. Furthermore, this masterclass has been refined by years of dedicated teaching, listening to the questions, concerns, and successes of a community of thousands of aspiring investors just like you. All of that knowledge, all those lessons have been distilled and condensed into this single, comprehensive guide designed for your success. You'll also learn how to avoid the most common pitfalls, like bidding on properties with hidden liens, environmental issues, or legal complications. We'll walk through due diligence checklists and demonstrate how to research properties before you ever place a bid. So what does everything really mean? It means we are going to cover the entire life cycle of a tax sale investment from A to Z. We'll start with the absolute fundamentals. What is a tax lien certificate? How is it different from a tax deed? Why do these government-mandated opportunities even exist in the first place? Then, we'll dive deep into the critical mechanics that separate successful investors from everyone else. You'll learn how to perform rock-solid due diligence from your computer, how to find upcoming auction lists for any county in the nation, and the specific bidding strategies for different types of auctions, from premium bidding in Florida to the rotational bidding system in Arizona. Whether you're a first-time investor or a seasoned pro, this guide is designed to give you actionable steps. We'll cover how to register for auctions, what documents you'll need, and how to set your investment criteria based on your personal goals and risk tolerance. We'll also cover crucial topics like risk mitigation, how to avoid common pitfalls, and what to do you've won a bid. We'll discuss the post-auction process, including navigating the redemption period and what happens when you finally foreclose on a property. And most importantly, we'll explore how each of these systems operates, with its own unique quirks and rules, across all 50 states and in Washington, D.C. Think of this masterclass as your definitive roadmap for 2025 and beyond. The laws and data are current, but the principles you'll learn are timeless. This is the strategic GPS that will guide you through the entire landscape of tax-defaulted properties, helping you avoid costly detours and identify the most direct path to your investment goals. I want you to take a moment and truly imagine the possibilities. Imagine having the knowledge and the unshakable confidence to invest from anywhere, in any state that fits your personal financial strategy. Imagine sitting at your kitchen table in Oregon and securing a tax lien in Iowa that pays a guaranteed 24% annual return, backed by real property. Picture yourself analyzing a list of properties in Texas, a prime tax deed state, and identifying a vacant lot you can acquire for just the cost of the back taxes, a tiny fraction of its market value, creating instant equity. From the sunny coasts of Florida to the rugged landscapes of Alaska, and every state in between like Colorado or Tennessee, the opportunities are there, waiting for the educated investor. This masterclass will give you the clarity to execute your chosen strategy flawlessly. You will understand precisely which states are best for generating passive income through high-interest returns on tax liens, creating a steady, predictable cash flow. And you'll know exactly where to go to acquire physical property, houses, land, commercial buildings, for pennies on the dollar through tax deed auctions, giving you the potential for massive, life-changing equity. This isn't just information, this is empowerment. We are giving you the keys to a kingdom of opportunity that most people don't even know exists. Now, for those of you who might be new to our channel, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Morris, and this is the Morris Financial Hub. I didn't start my career as a Wall Street guru or a real estate tycoon. I started just like many of you, curious, ambitious, and looking for a better way to build financial security outside of the conventional, often low-return options. That personal journey led me to create the Morris Financial Hub with a simple yet profound mission: to democratize the world of alternative investing. That means taking complex topics like tax sales, breaking them down into easy-to-understand steps, and empowering everyday people, from teachers and nurses to small business owners and retirees, to build real, tangible wealth for themselves and their families. This masterclass is the ultimate expression of that mission. It's built on a foundation we've been laying for years. Over the course of creating nearly 80 dedicated videos, our team has meticulously explored the unique nuances of individual state systems. We've dissected everything from Maine's unique tax deed process to the highly competitive, high-yield online lien auctions in Florida. We've investigated the hybrid deed system in Georgia and the over-the-counter lien opportunities in Arkansas. Each video was a deep dive, a single piece of a much larger puzzle. And today, with this masterclass, we are putting the final piece in place. This represents the grand finale of a massive, multi-year undertaking we call our 50-state project. For the past several years, our team has been systematically researching, analyzing, verifying, and creating in-depth guides for every single state in the Union. It was a monumental task, but we did it because we believe this information should be accessible to everyone, not just a handful of insiders. Now, for the first time ever, all of that research is unified, updated, and presented in one cohesive program. We are incredibly proud to finally present this complete body of work. and we are beyond excited to see how you will leverage it to accelerate your own financial goals. To help you get the absolute most out of this masterclass, we've created an indispensable tool, and we're giving it to you completely free. Introducing the 2025 50-State Digital Checklist. The download link is waiting for you in the description right below this video. This isn't just a simple handout. It's your personal command center for national tax sale investing. For every single state and Washington, D.C., we've organized the most critical at-a-glance data points you need. Is it a lien, deed, or hybrid state? What are the statutory interest or penalty rates? What is the redemption period? How are the auctions conducted? We've compiled it all into one easy-to-navigate document. This checklist is designed to be used right alongside the masterclass. As we move through each section, you can refer to your checklist to see the hard data in black and white. It transforms this from a passive viewing experience into an interactive workshop. It's the perfect companion piece, and it will be an invaluable reference tool for your investing career long after you've finished this video. So I strongly encourage you, pause the video right now, open a new tab, and download your free 50-State digital checklist from the link in the description. Go ahead, do it now. I'll be here when you get back. This tool is the key to unlocking the full power of the information we're about to cover. Before we dive into the state-by-state specifics, it's crucial to have a crystal-clear understanding of the 3 pillars of tax sale investing. Think of these as the foundation stones, like the 3 legs of a sturdy tripod, supporting every system in the country. Once you master these core concepts, you'll be able to decipher the laws and opportunities in any county in America. Let's build that foundation, starting with the most common system. Imagine you're building a house. If one pillar is weak or missing, the whole structure is at risk. In tax sale investing, understanding all 3 pillars ensures your strategy is balanced, resilient, and ready for real-world challenges. The first pillar is the tax lien certificate. Now, this is a critical distinction. In tax lien states, you are not buying the property itself. You are not bidding on a house, a piece of land, or a commercial building. Instead, you're stepping into the shoes of the local government, providing the funds they need to operate. Think of it as lending money to the city with the property as your collateral. For example, if a homeowner in Florida falls behind on taxes, you can pay their bill and receive a tax lien certificate in return. So what are you buying? To understand that, you have to understand the county's problem. Local governments rely on a steady stream of property tax revenue to fund essential public services. We're talking about schools, police and fire departments, roads, and parks. When a property owner fails to pay their taxes, it creates a budget shortfall. To solve this, the county essentially outsources the collection of that debt to you, the investor. Let's look at a real-world scenario. Suppose you purchase a $2,000 tax lien certificate in Illinois. The law sets the penalty at 18% every 6 months. If the owner redeems after 1 year, you receive your $2,000 back plus $720 in penalties, a 36% annualized return, far above any savings account. You step in and pay off that person's delinquent property tax bill directly to the county. In return for giving the county its money, they give you a tax lien certificate. This certificate is a legal instrument, a formal claim against the property, making you a priority creditor. In essence, you've become a private bank, with your loan secured by a valuable piece of real estate. The redemption period is like a countdown clock. During this time, the property owner can pay back the taxes plus interest. If they do, you get your money and interest. If not, you may have the right to foreclose and take ownership. Most investors get paid back, but the possibility of acquiring property for pennies on the dollar is always there. Now here's where it gets compelling for the investor. This certificate isn't just an IOU, it's an IOU that accrues interest at a rate set by state law, and these aren't the paltry rates you'd find at a bank. We're talking about government-mandated returns that can be as high as 18%, 24%, or in some cases, even 36% per year. This is a fixed, predictable return, secured by real property. In practice, tax lien investing is ideal for those who want passive income with strong security. It's like being the bank, but with higher returns and the property as your safety net. Many retirees and conservative investors use this strategy to supplement their income. The original property owner then has a set amount of time, known as the redemption period, which can range from 6 months to 3 years depending on the state, to pay back the delinquent taxes plus that high interest owed to you, the investor. During this period, they still own the property, and you, the investor, simply wait for your investment to mature. So, with a tax lien, you have two potential outcomes. The most common outcome, by far, over 95% of the time, is redemption. The owner pays you back, and you receive your entire principal plus a fantastic rate of interest. But what if they don't redeem? In that rare case, the certificate gives you the right to foreclose on the property. This does involve a legal process and some additional cost, but it means you could potentially acquire a property for just the cost of the back taxes and fees. For lien investors, this is a win-win. You either get a high rate of interest or you get the property. Let's move to the second pillar, the tax deed. Here, you're not just collecting interest, you're bidding to own the property itself. Imagine attending a courthouse auction where properties are sold to the highest bidder, often for just the amount of back taxes owed. The second pillar is the tax deed. This system is much more direct, and it's what many people first imagine when they think of a tax sale. There is no lien certificate involved here. For example, in Texas you might buy a vacant lot at auction for $8,000, even though its market value is $40,000. After the sale, you own the property outright, subject to any redemption period or legal requirements. In tax deed states, the county has already waited a long time for the taxes to be paid. Their patience has run out. So, the county seizes the property through a legal process and sells the property itself, not just a lien on it, at a public auction, often held on the courthouse steps or increasingly through online auction platforms. After winning a tax deed, you may need to perform a quiet title action to clear any lingering claims. This legal process ensures you have marketable title so you can sell or refinance the property with confidence. The bidding often starts at the total amount of back taxes, interest, and administrative costs owed to the county. This means you have the opportunity to buy the full title to a piece of real estate for a fraction of its assessed market value. Imagine a house worth $250,000 with $15,000 in delinquent taxes. Even if competitive bidding pushes the final price to $65,000, you are acquiring the asset at an extraordinary discount. The winning bidder receives a tax deed, a powerful legal document that grants them ownership of the property. In many jurisdictions, this deed extinguishes other claims, including mortgages, making it a very strong form of ownership. However, it's important to note that to get a property ready for a conventional sale with title insurance, you may need to perform a quiet title action, which is a court procedure that solidifies your ownership against any and all potential claims. This strategy is for the investor who wants to build a real estate empire. It's for those who want to build a portfolio of cash-flowing rental properties, fix and flip houses for large profits, or acquire valuable land for future development. It's an active, hands-on approach to wealth creation. Now let's explore the third pillar, the redeemable deed. This hybrid system, found in states like Texas and Georgia, combines elements of both liens and deeds, offering unique advantages for flexible investors. The third pillar, found in states like Texas and Georgia, is a fascinating and powerful hybrid known as the redeemable deed system. It takes elements from both the lien and deed systems and combines them into something truly unique. For example, in Texas you might win a property at auction, but the original owner has 6 months to redeem it by paying you back plus a 25% penalty. If they don't, you keep the property. If they do, you get your money back plus a substantial profit, often in just a few months. Like a tax deed sale, you are bidding on the actual property at a public auction. The winning bidder receives a deed, granting them ownership. However, and this is the crucial twist, the original property owner is given a statutory redemption period. The redeemable deed system is a win-win for strategic investors. You either get a rapid high return if the property redeems, or you acquire the property at a deep discount if it doesn't. This flexibility makes it a favorite for those who want both income and the potential for equity. The auction has already taken place. You get a deed, but it's a defeasible deed, meaning the former owner can defeat it by redeeming. But here's the key. To redeem the property, the previous owner can't just pay the back taxes. They must pay you, the investor, your full purchase price from the auction plus a substantial and often immediate penalty. This isn't an interest rate that accrues over time. It's a massive flat rate penalty. In Texas, for example, it's a 25% penalty if they redeem within the first 6 months. In Georgia, it's 20% in the first year. This hybrid system creates a unique and powerful win-win for investors. You either get your capital back, plus a huge, rapid penalty return, sometimes in a matter of days or weeks, or if the redemption period expires, the deed ripens into absolute ownership, and you end up owning the property for the auction price. Understanding these 3 pillars is everything. They represent 3 different philosophies, 3 different risk profiles, and 3 different paths to profit. The critical question becomes, which system is the right fit for you and your financial goals? To recap, tax liens offer passive income and security. Tax deeds offer the chance to build real estate wealth. Redeemable deeds offer flexibility and rapid returns. By understanding these pillars, you can choose the path that matches your goals and risk tolerance. The tax lien system is ideal for the conservative investor who prioritizes capital preservation and predictable passive income. This is for the person who wants their money to work for them, generating high, government-mandated returns without the volatility of the stock market or the hassles of being a landlord. They don't want the property. They want the safe, secure interest payment. The tax deed system, on the other hand, is for the active, entrepreneurial investor. This is for the person who wants to build a real estate portfolio from the ground up, acquiring properties at deep discounts. They have a higher tolerance for risk and are willing to be hands-on with due diligence, renovations, and property management to achieve massive equity gains and cash flow. Finally, the redeemable deed system offers a compelling middle ground. It's for the strategic, flexible investor who appreciates having 2 strong potential outcomes for every deal. They are happy to make a quick, substantial profit if the property redeems, but are equally prepared and capitalized to take ownership of a valuable asset if it doesn't. It's the ultimate heads I win, tails I win big scenario. As we move forward, keep these 3 pillars in mind. They are the key that will unlock your understanding of the incredible opportunities available in tax sales across the entire country. Now that you know the what, let's start exploring the where. Welcome to our deep dive into tax lien states. If you were intrigued by the idea of acting like a bank, this is where we get into the specifics. When you buy a tax lien, you're stepping in to pay a delinquent property tax bill. In return, the local government grants you the right to collect that debt, plus a handsome government-mandated interest rate. Your investment is secured by the real estate itself, making it an incredibly safe investment. Let's start with a quick overview. There are over 20 states that use the tax lien system, each with its own unique rules, interest rates, and redemption periods. Understanding these differences is key to maximizing your returns and minimizing risk. For example, in Colorado, the maximum interest rate is set at 9% per year, and the redemption period is 3 years. In Iowa, the rate is a guaranteed 2% per month or 24% annually, with a 2-year redemption period. These differences can have a major impact on your investment strategy. Many auctions are held at county courthouses, where investors gather to bid on tax liens. In recent years, however, online auctions have become increasingly popular, making it possible to participate from anywhere in the country. While many states are tax lien states, we focus on the Big Four: Florida, Arizona, Illinois, and New Jersey. They've earned this title by offering a powerful combination of high interest rates, a large volume of liens, and accessible online auctions. Let's see what makes each a prime target for investors. Let's look at a real-world example. In Florida, an investor purchased a tax lien on a single-family home for $3,000. The property owner redeemed the lien after 10 months, and the investor received a total of $3,150, an 18% annualized return, secured by the property itself. First, Florida. It's a perennial favorite with a statutory interest rate up to 18%. The actual rate is determined through a competitive bid-down process. Florida offers a massive volume of liens, and most counties conduct their auctions online, making it incredibly accessible to invest from anywhere in the world. In Arizona, the 3-year redemption period means your money can work for you longer, but you must be patient. A successful investor there purchased a lien on a vacant lot for $2,500. After 3 years, the owner redeemed, and the investor received $3,700, a 16% annual return. Next, Arizona, a top contender with a 16% max interest rate, also a bid-down auction. Its key feature is a long 3-year redemption period. This gives owners ample time to pay, increasing the likelihood of redemption and letting your capital earn that high rate for a longer duration. Illinois stands out for its penalty system. A Chicago investor bought a lien for $5,000 on a small commercial property. The owner redeemed after 1 year, and the investor received $6,800, a 36% return, thanks to Illinois' unique penalty structure. Illinois is unique, using a penalty system. The max penalty is 18% every 6 months, a potential 36% annually. You bid down this penalty rate. Illinois also has a scavenger sale for properties with taxes delinquent for 2 or more years, a high-risk, high-reward opportunity to acquire property for just the back taxes. In New Jersey, the premium bidding system means you must be strategic. One investor paid a $1,000 premium for a lien on a condo. The owner redeemed in 6 months, and the investor received the maximum 18% interest, but the premium was returned without interest. Always read the auction rules carefully. Finally, New Jersey. With high property values, the liens here are secured by extremely valuable real estate. The state offers a fixed interest rate up to 18%. New Jersey is a premium bidding state, making it a favorite for conservative investors looking for secure returns. Other notable tax lien states include Nebraska, with a 14% interest rate and a 3-year redemption period, and Mississippi, which offers a 1.5% monthly penalty. Each state has its own nuances, so always consult the latest county and state guidelines before bidding. Understanding how you'll compete is critical. Your bidding strategy is dictated by the auction rules, which primarily fall into 2 categories: bidding down the interest rate and bidding a premium. Practical tip: before bidding, always research the property address, check for environmental issues, and confirm there are no senior liens or code violations. Many counties provide parcel maps and auction lists online. Use these tools to your advantage. In bid-down states like Florida, the auction starts at the maximum interest rate. Investors compete by bidding the rate. The last person standing, the investor willing to accept the lowest rate, wins the tax lien certificate. Your goal is to win the lien at the highest rate possible. In premium bidding states, the highest cash bidder wins. But be cautious. Sometimes the premium is not returned with interest. The second method is premium bidding, common in New Jersey. Here the interest rate is fixed. Competition is based on who pays the largest amount the lien's face value, called the premium. The highest bidder wins. You must know the rules for this premium, as it may be returned without interest, tying up capital for no return. Here's a practical checklist for your first auction. In 1, register in advance. 2, review the auction list. 3, set your maximum bid. 4, bring certified funds or be ready to wire payment. And 5, double-check redemption periods and interest rates for each property. So, you've won a bid. What's next? After your purchase, the redemption period begins. A legal window for the owner to pay their debt. In over 95% of cases, they do. When the owner pays the county then cuts you a check for your original investment, plus all the interest you've earned. It's a simple and highly predictable process. In rare cases where the property is not redeemed, you may have the opportunity to foreclose and take ownership. This process varies by state and can require legal assistance, but it can result in acquiring real estate for pennies on the dollar. But what about that other 5%? If a lien doesn't redeem, you don't automatically get the house. When the redemption period expires, You gain the right to start a foreclosure action to take title. This is a legal process requiring an attorney and costs, but it's how you can acquire a property for a fraction of its market value. Real-world tip: always budget for legal fees and additional taxes if you plan to pursue foreclosure. Consult with a local attorney before bidding, especially if you are investing out of state. This brings us to the most important topic: due diligence. Because of the foreclosure possibility, you must research every lien before you bid. Verify the property's location, condition, and market value to ensure there's significant equity. Be aware of risks, like paying subsequent taxes. Proper due diligence mitigates risk and turns this into a calculated, wealth-building strategy. In summary, tax lien investing can be a powerful tool for building wealth, but it requires careful research, patience, and a willingness to learn the rules of each state and county. Start small, keep excellent records, and never stop learning. With the right approach, tax lien certificates can offer high returns, low risk, and the potential to acquire valuable real estate. In the next section, we'll explore the mechanics of tax deed states and how to master this alternative path to property ownership. Welcome to the exciting world of tax deed investing. In this expanded section, we'll go beyond the basics and give you a true insider's look at how tax deed sales work, where the best opportunities are, and how to navigate the process from start to finish. If you're captivated by the idea of direct property ownership, you're in the right place. Let's start with the fundamentals. In a tax deed state, the county seizes properties with unpaid taxes and sells them at public auction. Unlike tax liens, you're bidding for the actual property, not just a claim. This means you can acquire real estate, sometimes for pennies on the dollar. We will begin by spotlighting the major markets, the power player states where tax deed sales are a frequent and significant event. California is the largest and most active tax deed state. Counties like Los Angeles and San Bernardino hold massive auctions every year, often online. Properties range from vacant land to single-family homes and even commercial buildings. We will dissect the unique rules and procedures in key states like California. In Texas, tax deed sales are held monthly in every county, usually on the courthouse steps. The process is fast-paced, and properties are sold to the highest bidder for cash on the spot. Texas is unique because it's actually a redeemable deed state, but the auction process is classic tax deed style. Texas, Florida is another major player, with counties like Miami-Dade and Broward offering hundreds of properties at auction each year. These sales are often online, making them accessible to out-of-state investors. And Washington, giving you a clear picture of how to operate in these high-opportunity environments. Other states to watch include Georgia, which has a hybrid system, and Arkansas, where over-the-counter deeds are available for unsold properties. Each state has its own rules, timelines, and redemption periods, so it's critical to study the specifics before you bid. It all hinges on your ability to perform excellent due diligence before the auction. Let's walk through a real-world example. Imagine you find a vacant lot in California with $8,000 in back taxes. You research the property, check zoning, confirm there are no environmental issues, and verify access. You set your maximum bid based on comparable sales and your investment goals. On auction day, you log in or arrive at the courthouse. The bidding starts at the amount owed in taxes. You bid against other investors, but never exceed your preset maximum. If you win, you pay the county and receive a tax deed, making you the new owner. We will cover the art and science of bidding, teaching you how to determine your maximum bid price and how to approach the auction with discipline. After the auction, you'll need to record your deed with the county and, in some cases, begin the process of clearing the title. This may involve a quiet title action, a legal process to ensure you have marketable title, free of old liens or claims. We will also outline the crucial steps to take after you have won a property, including how to obtain the deed. Once you have clear title, it's time to inspect the property. Walk the lot, check the condition, and estimate any repairs or improvements needed. This is your chance to decide whether to flip, rent, or hold for appreciation. Quiet the title. Let's look at a practical example. In Arkansas, you can buy unsold properties directly from the state after the auction. These over-the-counter deeds can be a goldmine for patient investors willing to do their homework and prepare the asset for your chosen exit strategy, whether it's flipping, renting, or selling. Here are some practical tips for success. Always inspect the property before bidding, even if it's just a drive-by. Budget for repairs, legal fees, and holding costs. Never bid more than you're willing to lose, and avoid getting caught up in auction fever. Remember, the best deals come to those who are patient and disciplined. Finally, remember that every state and county has its own rules. Always read the auction terms, ask questions, and consult with local experts or attorneys if you're unsure. With the right preparation, tax deed investing can be a powerful way to build wealth and achieve your real estate goals. Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most powerful and strategically flexible systems in tax sale investing, the redeemable deed. This system blends the best features of both tax lien and tax deed investing, creating unique opportunities for savvy investors. In a redeemable deed state, you're bidding on the property itself at auction, just like a tax deed sale. But here's the twist. After the auction, the original owner has a statutory redemption period to reclaim the property by paying you back, plus a substantial penalty. Let's shine a spotlight on the most popular and profitable redeemable deed states, like Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee. Each has its own rules, timelines, and investor advantages. In Georgia, the redemption period is 1 year, and the penalty is a flat 20%, no matter how quickly the owner redeems. In Texas, the redemption period is 6 months for most properties, with a 25% penalty if redeemed in that window. Tennessee offers a 1-year redemption period with interest rates set by the court, often between 10% and 12%. Let's break down the process. After you win the auction, the clock starts ticking. The former owner can redeem the property by paying you the full purchase price plus the statutory penalty. If they don't, you become the absolute owner. Here's a practical scenario. You purchase a property at a Texas tax sale for $20,000. If the owner redeems within 6 months, you receive your $20,000 back plus a $5,000 penalty, a 25% return in half a year. If not, you own the property outright. The mechanics of the redemption penalty are straightforward. The penalty is not interest that accrues over time. It's a flat fee paid in full at the moment of redemption. This means your return is both rapid and predictable. If the property is not redeemed, you must take a few final legal steps to solidify your ownership, such as filing a deed or, in some states, initiating a quiet title action to clear any remaining claims. Let's look at another example. In Georgia, you win a property for $15,000. The owner redeems after 3 months. You receive your $15,000 plus a $3,000 penalty, 20%, regardless of how quickly they pay. If they don't redeem, you own the property for just $15,000. The key to success in redeemable deed investing is due diligence. You must analyze each deal from 2 angles. First, as an income investment, will the owner likely redeem? Second, as a property acquisition, would you want to own this property if it's not redeemed? Look for signs of likely redemption. Is the property occupied? Is it in good condition? Are taxes only recently delinquent? These factors increase the odds of a quick, profitable redemption. But always be prepared to take ownership. Research the property's market value, condition, and any potential repairs. If you wouldn't want to own it, don't bid. The best redeemable deed investments are those that score high on both prongs, a strong chance of redemption and a property you'd be happy to own. This dual approach minimizes risk and maximizes your upside. Let's recap with a quick animated timeline. Auction day, redemption period, penalty payment, and, if not redeemed, final ownership. Each step is an opportunity for profit or property. As you explore redeemable deed states, remember, every state has its own nuances. Always consult local statutes, attend county auctions, and consider working with a qualified attorney to ensure a smooth process. With the right knowledge and preparation, redeemable deeds can be a powerful tool for building wealth, offering both rapid returns and the potential for valuable property acquisition. In the next section, we'll cover special cases and investor protections to help you invest with confidence. As we approach the final leg of our national tour, we turn our attention to some of the most unique and challenging jurisdictions in tax sale investing, places where the rules, risks, and rewards can be dramatically different from the norm. Let's start with Washington, D.C., a market that stands alone in many ways. The District of Columbia operates under a tax lien system, but with extremely high property values, a dense urban environment, and fierce competition. Here, even a small mistake can be costly. For example, some liens may be on properties with unresolved legal issues or code violations, so due diligence is absolutely critical. Kentucky is another fascinating case. The process starts like a tax lien sale, but if the lien is not redeemed, it can evolve into a full-blown foreclosure, sometimes resulting in the investor acquiring the property. However, Kentucky's redemption laws are complex, and timelines can vary by county, so always consult local statutes and, if possible, a qualified attorney. Maryland, meanwhile, is known for its unique foreclosure process. In some counties, the foreclosure timeline can be as short as 6 months, while in others, it may take years. Maryland also allows for in rem foreclosures, which can streamline the process but require strict compliance with notice requirements. Other states have their own quirks. For example, in Nebraska, tax lien certificates are sold with a 3-year redemption period, but the investor must pay subsequent taxes each year to maintain their interest. In Indiana, the Commissioner's Certificate system can create opportunities for savvy investors, but also comes with additional legal hurdles. In New York, some counties use a hybrid system, and the foreclosure process can be highly litigious. Always check for environmental liens or city violations, which can survive the tax sale and become your responsibility as the new owner. Now, let's talk about investor protection. The single biggest mistake new investors make is failing to perform adequate due diligence. This can mean buying a lien on a worthless property, like a landlocked parcel, a condemned building, or a sliver of unusable land. Always verify the property's location, access, zoning, and condition. Use county GIS maps, satellite imagery, and, if possible, drive by the property or hire a local inspector. Never rely solely on the auction list or the county's description. Another common pitfall is getting caught up in a bidding war. It's always better to lose a deal than to win by overpaying. Remember, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. Legal mistakes can be devastating. For example, missing a required notice or deadline in the foreclosure process can result in losing your investment entirely. That's why it's crucial to work with a qualified attorney, especially in states with complex or rapidly changing laws. Let's look at a real-world example. In Florida, a new investor purchased a tax lien on a vacant lot, only to discover later that the lot was underwater and unbuildable. A quick check of the county's flood maps would have revealed this risk before bidding. In Texas, another investor failed to pay subsequent taxes after winning a redeemable deed. As a result, their interest was wiped out at the next auction. Always budget for ongoing tax payments and track deadlines carefully. To protect yourself, create a due diligence checklist for every deal. Confirm the property's address, legal description, assessed value, and any outstanding liens or code violations. If you're unsure, walk away or seek professional help. Animated warning: never skip the title search. Unpaid utility bills, municipal liens, or IRS liens can sometimes survive the tax sale and become your responsibility. A simple title search can save you thousands. Finally, remember that the money you spend on a qualified attorney or professional advisor is the best insurance policy you can buy. Their expertise can help you avoid costly mistakes and maximize your returns. In summary, special cases and investor protection are about more than just knowing the rules. They're about understanding the risks, doing your homework, and building a team of experts around you. With the right preparation, you can navigate even the most complex tax sale environments with confidence and success. We have reached the conclusion of our comprehensive masterclass. Together, we have completed an incredible journey, one that has equipped you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to take control of your financial future. But this is just the beginning. Across the country, thousands of everyday people, teachers, nurses, small business owners, and retirees are transforming their lives through tax sale investing. You are now part of a growing community of action takers who refuse to settle for average returns. Let me share a few real stories, like Sarah from Ohio, who secured her first tax lien and earned a 16% return in just 8 months. Or James in Texas, who acquired a vacant lot for pennies on the dollar and turned it into a profitable rental. These are not rare exceptions. They are the results of following the proven steps you've learned here. Our online community is here to support you every step of the way. Share your questions, wins, and challenges in the comments below or in our dedicated forums. Connect with fellow investors, find accountability partners, and celebrate your milestones together. Your single most powerful and practical tool moving forward is the free 50-state digital checklist. Download your free 50-state digital checklist now and keep it by your side as you take action. This checklist is more than just a document. It's your roadmap to success. Use it to compare states, track auction dates, and record your progress. Many of our most successful students credit this tool as the turning point in their investing journey. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss our weekly updates and deep dives. Each week we break down new strategies, answer your questions, and spotlight community wins. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you're the first to know about new state guides, live Q&A sessions, and exclusive investor interviews. And most importantly, comment below with your target state to connect with our community and declare your intention to move forward. Your first step is to make your goal public. Let us know where you're investing next. We love featuring your success stories. If you've closed your first deal, share your experience in the comments or tag us on social media. You could be our next featured investor.
Here at the Morris Financial Hub, our mission is simple and unwavering: to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to build real, sustainable wealth.
Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Take action today. Download your checklist, choose your target state, and connect with our community. The only thing standing between you and your first successful investment is the decision to start. We strongly encourage you to watch the video for your chosen target state next. Dive deeper, get specific, and take focused action. If you're ready to accelerate your results, consider joining our premium mastermind group for direct mentorship, live workshops, and exclusive resources. Details are in the description below. The door is now open. You have the map, you have the tools, and you have the knowledge to take the first step. The next success story could be yours. Morris Financial Hub. Building wealth. One state at a time. I'll see you in the next video.